All aboard and welcome to our podcast, GoddeSShips. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support. And welcome.
I'm sorry, but that was funny.
And for those of you who are just joining us, please excuse that technical difficulty and welcome. Get it together. All right, goddesses and guys, remember that we are also available wherever you listen to your podcasts, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, GeoSaving, and iHeartRadio, and here on YouTube.
All over this
so make sure you listen in your car, while you're working out, while you're just chilling at home, wherever. We there. I am Keely, the Soul Snatching Goddess.
I am Melinda, the FACK-Goddess.
Hello, world. I'm FloydGod.
Melinda, I know you weren't here last week. You forgot your other part.
It's been a minute. That's why I started laughing. I was like, dang, I really haven't been on here in a minute. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. We'd like for you to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. Don't forget to bang the notification bell so that you will be aware when new episodes are available.
All right. Yes. Come on, look at that old mug.
Yeah.
You can get it if you want it. You can get it if you want it.
You can sip your tea and talk your shit out the mug called GoddeSShips.
Yes. All day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Now it is time for some shirt cam. Are you ready for me to big you up, boo?
I am.
All right. You got it.
I just needed you to remember where the FACK-Goddess was created. The Mecca, the one, the only, Howard University.
Oh.
It all began in 1867. Never forget.
All right, never forget. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yes.
All right.
A little history for FloydGod.
Look, the face. It's the face says it all, baby. Okay. The face. All right. Now my turn. My shirt says, "Life has no rewind. Enjoy every moment," with an old school cassette tape on it. Floyd, you want to talk about your shirt? Huh?
I just got on a good old Chicago Bears jersey.
I knew it was from Chicago. And that's why I said you won't say anything about your shirt.
Oh my God. Jesus.
And you see what that number say?
24?
24.
Uh-huh.
Nothing else need to be said.
What does it mean?
Well, if you know, you know.
Oh,
well, if you don't know, what does it mean?
I'll get another time.
Okay, moving on. And tonight's episode is Bloodships versus Loveships. What is that, Melinda? Must be love.
That's a shout out to our boo David.
Yes. Anyway, okay, so relatives are a person or people who are connected by blood or marriage. A family is typically made up of our relatives, either by blood or legal means, which is marriage or adoption. In general, family typically refers to parents and children living together, whereas relatives refer to members of extended family, including grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. I found a really great quote that defines Loveships, which is, "Family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs, the ones who accept you for who you are, the ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who love you no matter what. Family is more than blood and a title. It's the people who stand by you when you need them and who make you laugh when you felt like you couldn't. Boom. So for some people, they are not close to their family for a myriad of reasons. Some people are only children, and some just don't have a family connection in that way. So do you all have a close relationship with your immediate or extended families?
Is it ladies first?
Always ladies first. I'm a gentleman. Always ladies first. Ladies and pimps first.
I am very. See what I'm saying? We're live, and I'm going to keep it classy.
well, maybe I should go first because he said ladies and pimps. So ladies.
No. So you gonna feed into it? Okay. I see what this is about. I am very close to my immediate family and extended family, and what's our title? Loveships or Bloodships? And my love family. So for me, it's like a double-edged sword though, because I often want to be all inclusive with everybody, and that doesn't always work, because just because I love everybody doesn't mean everybody loves everybody else, if you get what I'm saying. So for instance, even in like my immediate family, I feel like I'm connected to everybody in one way or another. But that doesn't mean that, I might have cousins that don't get along with each other. So I know I can't put them in the same room, because either they're going to find out that both of them are invited and one or none of them is going to show up. Or if they show up, it's going to be a problem, and they're going to look at me like, I don't fool with that person. So that's just like a little sidebar to the question, but I am personally close to like all my family. I guess I could say I'm closer to the maternal side of my family. If you have to say which one are you closer to, but it doesn't mean there's any less love for the paternal side of my family. I just recently celebrated the 4th of July with them, and we all had a great time. They met Dwayne, and it was like we were just out there for hours. Like, it had been years since I had seen some of them, but it didn't feel that way.
That's when it's real family right there.
Exactly.
It's that good family right there. We had Lele. I'm not sure if she's still on, but she did say hello, my people.
What up, Lele?
So for me, I am close with my extended, immediate love family, everybody, especially my immediate family, because anybody knows I'm liable to be at my parents' house at any point in time. And at any point in time, everybody else is liable to be over there, and it wasn't even planned. It's just like everybody showed up. And they like, what you doing here? What you doing here? What are we doing? Lele said, thanks, Doc. What up? With the extended and then
hey, That's my blood sister.
Yeah. That's my love sister.
Okay.
Lele said she's still here. I thought she had gotten off because she commented a little early and we was a little.
What up, Tanika?
Hi.
That's my blood cousin, little big sister.
All that. And that's my love, everything.
Hey, FloydGod. Love.
She said, "Hey, blood sister and love sister." Yes, all the love.
Yes.
But in terms of my extended family, I'm kind of that touch person that people are going to call and be like, "Hey, spread this to everybody else."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, "Okay, y'all can't call," but they be like, "We want them now." But it's almost like if I call, they're going to come.
Mm-hmm.
So they put it on me to call because they're going to show up because I asked them to. Hey, love and blood. Yes. So with my love family, I do recall just probably like a couple of weeks ago when we were on our group text message, how we were exchanging and talking about just stuff in general and loving on each other. And I was like, it's really sad to think that some people have never experienced people loving on them genuinely, that are not necessarily their family or even their family members. And I think that's a really, really, really sad thing. But, you know, Tanika said that's her and the family a lot of times. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And then the other part to that is I convince them to come when they don't want to come. I'd be that talk you into it person. They'd be like, because such and such. I'd be like, no, we're not going to do that. It's all love. Just come on. I'm going to be there. I'm going to make you comfortable. Don't you want to come on through? And they'll be like, okay, fine. And then
it's like, I'm only doing it because you asked.
Exactly. But then when they get there, they have a good time. So
absolutely.
Because it just be, I don't know what the hang up be. I don't know what the old stuff be. But I'd be like, put that mess in the past. Because it's too much stuff going. It's too many people that we're losing for you to not come to something, for probably something don't neither one of y'all remember what was going on about. Because it's been so long.
Right.
But yeah, but I love all of my sides of my family. I'm
all of them.
Blessed. Okay, your turn, sir.
I was born of a jackal and raised by wolves, so I don't understand this. No, I'll just play. I guess my blood family, we an interesting breed. So, I guess with all blood families, you know, you have your ups and downs, but we the type of family, we might have issues, but, you know, something go down, we there. My love family, I guess that more so be like people I grew up with. When I decided to make some poor decisions and get in the streets, you know, them naggles. No, anyway. But just a lot of my homies I grew up with when I was cutting hair, good friends of mine. I got two good friends, one guy named Byron Jordan and another brother named Odell Davis. That's the one I call Kool-Aid. And those two guys, we are not related, but we like family. You know, we ain't even got to talk for a year or so, but we see each other, say something to each other. It's just all love. So I actually consider them guys my brothers. You know what I mean? So a lot of times in situations growing up, we went through some stuff that was a little deeper than my blood family might have went through. So I'm appreciative for them. So that's pretty much it. You know, anything else is code of silence.
All right. And Lele said, because I make good drinks.
That's why they show up. Where's the lie?
Wow.
And Marissa said, I love both sides, but I'm closer with my maternal side. My paternal side is large, but they are divided.
Yeah. I would agree with that because, like, on my father's side, most of them not even here no more. And then we had kind of some issues because my daddy liked to swing a lane.
He just had to get it in.
So he had a couple of babies. So, you know.
What up, DC7?
So, but yeah, like my My dad's side was kind of strange. They ain't really mess with me like that.
Why is that funny?
Just fucking hilarious because I wasn't in the room when they was fucking. So what I had to do with anything? I'm just a product of it. So, but they didn't like me. They didn't really feel me or my mom.
You were in the room. You were just in the sack.
You was in the womb.
Right. But yeah, my father's side, it was kind of strange. But my mother's side, that's the closest I have, to family like that. I have a host of aunties, a few uncles. So, and I got like a smorgasbord, a plethora of cousins. So yeah. So it's cool. We strange, but it's all love.
Yeah. Did y'all see Tanika? She said ditto at Nuki.
About the father side being large but divided.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And DC7 said, I consider it the same.
Sir, yes, sir.
He considers what the same.
Black Mafia for life.
Them is family.
Oh, DC's one of the people he named.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, yeah.
Yeah. Marissa said, I'm close with paternal family whom had a relationship with my parents. Like my first cousins on my paternal side, we tight as ever. It's the elders that have issues.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's how my family is. It's like the elders, the ones that's tripping, but like all us cousins, we good. Like even if we don't talk to each other, once we get together, it's like we just with each other. But our mamas and our aunties, like they on the stuff since Martin Luther King was marching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't like her because back in 1936, she stepped on my good shoe.
And guess what?
What?
And then I be the one to be like, come on, TT, you can come by, I'll pick you up. And you ain't even got to be on the same side of the room as them. I bring everything over to you, but you're gonna be in the room.
That's so true because on my paternal side, my grandmother and her sister were like day and night. And sometimes, I got to get into my psychology, but sometimes you have to get to the root of the issue. So when I was younger growing up, all I knew was they really didn't like each other. It was like they loved each other, but they didn't like each other. And sometimes it would get to the point where they might have a verbal disagreement and you think they about to go to blows. And I'm like, and because of how my relationship is with my sister, that was like beyond my realm of understanding. And how my mom is with her sisters, I'm like, but that's your sister. But that's your sister. So that's, when you start getting into your love family, that's when I learned everybody doesn't have that same type of upbringing. So when I say get to the root of the problem, I wanted to know as I got older why they disliked each other so much. So one of the things that I discovered, they lost their mother young. My grandmother was 9, her sister was 11. And there wasn't a female that stepped up to the plate to finish raising them, so to speak. So my sister felt like at 11 that she had to raise her 9-year-old sister and turn her into, a grown woman. Well, that 9-year-old that lost her mother at that time ended up having her first child at 13. So then her sister they quickly developed into women because they had to, because they became mothers early. And so it became a matter of who actually, I guess, birthed their children by a quote unquote good man. And my aunt was the one that had the hardworking, respectable, in the streets and out of the streets man. And my grandmother basically just had a baby by the man that she slept with. So she began to internalize both physically and mentally, because she was the darker one, that she was the black sheep of the family. And so they had brothers, but I think 2 of them, one of them was deceased before I was even born. And then they had one left, and he was like, I called him Uncle Player because he was this distinguished gentleman. He was a businessman. He was a vet, and he was doing the dang thing. You know what I'm saying? So him and my him and my aunt, their hustle was a little different than my grandmother's. She was definitely like street and like she got it how you could, that way. And they were like my uncle was in the money because of him being a vet and kind of being worldwide and exposed to things. So they hustled on a different level. So again, my grandmother continued to grow into this. I'm the black sheep. I got to do what I got to do for myself. But what I learned later on is they loved the mess out of her, but they could only love her as much as she would allow them to. She wasn't a hugger. Don't tell her you love her. It was a whole bunch of stuff where she was rough around the edges. She had 2 children that lived. She lost a daughter, but the 2 children that lived were boys. So she was hard on them because she was a single mother, and that's what she knew. You got to make men tough. So I remember years later when I was trying to develop a relationship with my father, he was like, Mama never told us she loved us. Mama never hugged us. I was like, yeah, but she had you when she was 13. I said, you have to consider the source. She still didn't know what love was. And unfortunately, she didn't run into a man that showed her what love was. And so you can't be 50 years old and still mad for that same reason. It's some healing that needs to be involved. So, that like FloydGod says, that's a conversation for later. But I'm just saying, sometimes when you have family members that won't budge, you kind of have to look back at the source and the reason why, because you never know what happens to somebody.
That is true.
You say your uncle name was Uncle Player?
Yes, it still is in the family.
And he called me cousin Player. And when he got married, he passed the player card on to me, Floyd. Do you like that?
The pimp player.
Soul of the pimp.
Lele said, my father's side is just like yours, Floyd.
Right on.
Nunu said, LOL at Floyd.
You know what though? Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
And then Stephanie, when you were referring to the black sheep, she says, I'm the black sheep on my dad's side. My mom's side are all older than me, so I don't talk to them outside of Facebook. I actually get along better with my best friend's family.
That love family. Prime example of the love family.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. A lot of times the dysfunction in your love in your blood family is what propagates you to even have a love family. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like, you might have problems at home, so you call your best friend mama and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yep, and that was part of what I was going to ask next in developing your love family. Did you seek it out, or did it just kind of happen?
A little bit of both.
Good question.
A little bit of both. Well, ladies, go ahead. My fault.
You're talking.
I would say a little bit of both because I didn't really know a lot. Like my family, I'm probably like a lot of black families. You had that treasure trove of secrets that they don't be trying to tell nobody. Then as you get older, you start finding out shit. You be like,
the skeletons come running out the closet.
That's But so like I think a lot of things that went on at home caused me to go outside of home and seek love. But at the same time, some of my friendships, like with Kool-Aid and Byron, like they just by us being friends, they mothers just kind of embraced me like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's some of it happened organically. Some of it I sought out because of things that I may not have gotten, or felt I may not have gotten at home. So, yeah.
Okay. And Stephanie said, I thank God for her family. They helped me out a lot.
Right on.
And it just happened for her.
That's a good thing.
Tanika said, mine just happened. I have different packs of love families.
Right. Right. Feel that, Tanika.
Absolutely.
Feel that.
Yeah. Well, going back to those who don't mesh, even like she said, there's packs of love families. Like for some of my love families, I have to keep everybody separated. So when but because I'm that, like you said, that everybody love everybody person, I have to realize who meshes with who. So only certain people are invited to certain things. And then some people be like, well, I saw you been hanging out, you been doing this. And I'd be like, in my head, I want to be like, because you ain't going to mesh with them. And I don't want to cause no confusion. I need everything to stay love because I ain't choosing nobody's side because I love all y'all, but I know them two is firecrackers. So we're going to keep them in their own respective places. But everybody don't get it.
I literally have two cousins that I tried to bring together. I know probably 15 to, I'm sorry, but it's a gnat keep flying around me. Probably like 15, 20 years. And then I finally told both of them, I said, clearly what I'm doing is not working. I said, so I will not try anymore because you both are pretty much adamant about there's no reconciliation. But when I have something, I'm not going to invite one or the other. You both will be invited. And that's up to you to decide whether or not you're adult enough to be in each other's presence. Mm-hmm. Either both of you can come, neither one of you can come, one or the other, but that'll be on you because I'm not going to be trying to pick and choose what I say to you or where I invite you or whatever. Because these are relatives in Indiana. So when I go back to Indiana, periodically I tend to try to get everybody together. And I'm just like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't want to watch. I mean, I don't want to walk on pins and needles because of the disagreement that y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
We have a big family on my mother's side, and it's so funny because we've only had like one family reunion like ever in life, right? Mm-hmm. So, because the sisters can't get along. It's like I think I got like maybe seven aunties and 3 uncles. My grandma had a lot of them I can get, but anyway, they just can't get along. It really be the sisters, right? Mm-hmm. So the one family reunion we had, we was all excited and shit, like everybody coming together. We had family we had never seen. You know, my Uncle George came. Like, it was some amazing shit. It was great, right? And before it happened, during the time it happened, they was arguing. My mom ain't want to talk to nobody. My auntie was gang bang. Everybody was just gang bang. And then, fast forward some years later, my Aunt Cheryl, rest in peace, Aunt Cheryl, I love you. We had a get together for her because, you know, she wasn't well, you know, and they arguing there, couldn't get along. My mom ain't want to talk to the motherfucker. Everybody acting funny, old tight face. It was just crazy, like, and it put a damper on us. Mm-hmm. We, as the cousins, the children of our parents, we don't move like they move. Mm-hmm. We're just happy to see each other. So when you see your parents getting into it, it kind of put a damper on everything. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's really hard to deal with. So, you know, but anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. I know how that is, like, just dealing with that dysfunction, the sins of the parents.
And then Talitha said, my oldest daughter family is my love family. When her dad and I broke up, they continued to love on me and I them. And to this day, we are still family.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And then Stephanie said, I have a cousin that our spirits don't click at all. I have helped her because she is family, but it has gotten to the point that my energy is way off with just her presence. I don't deal with her.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, you know, you got to keep your peace. You can try to be with family, but you got to keep your peace.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Real.
Yes.
And I didn't answer your second question. My love families just happened as well. Because mainly by me being a social butterfly and all-inclusive, I definitely was an all-inclusive person early on in my life. Mm-hmm. And when I was in college, that's when I formed a lot of my love families. Because I met a group of women, and the majority of us are still friends today. So we've been friends over 30 years. And so I made it, and I also, that's where I started my passion for traveling. So like I met somebody from New York, somebody from California, somebody from Utah. So it was like upstate and southern New York. I met people, Jersey. So like everybody I met, except for the New California and the Utah one, I went to their home with them at some point. Mm-hmm. It was just like I meshed with their family. I mean, their parents. If they had siblings, I meshed with them. And then I call all of their mothers ma or mama or mom, some form of that. And even a couple of them actually came to Indiana and met my mother. So when I understand when you say packs of love family, because I think especially if you're somebody that went to college, that definitely can happen because you end up usually bonding with the families of the men and women that you end up connecting with in college.
Mm-hmm. And then with Layla, well, to Layla's comment, Layla. So in terms of like the family of the children, so like with my boys' family, we all still interact with each other. They all came to my wedding. So, and of course, that was not to they person, but they were all there. His mother, his nieces, a cousin of his brother, Lele was there. Like everybody came to the wedding. So, and I still go to their house. His nieces still call me auntie. So, his mom still calls me her daughter. But, and even once I got married, his mom considered my husband as her son, would buy him Christmas gifts when we came to Christmas breakfast. So yeah, it was a nice little still mesh. It took some time and some work. Didn't happen overnight. Some cussing out, some get your shit straights. Don't let me bust your fucking windows. It took some of them, but we worked it out and it was good. All right, Stephanie says, majority of my love family have come from childhood friends.
Eberhard.
Look, she said, I am Lele.
I am Lele. Oh, so those were the only real questions that I really had for this evening. Do you all have any other comments? Anybody in our comment section want to say anything? You're more than welcome to. We're open. Before I ask for this, I love you, but no. Are all hearts and minds clear on that? Yes.
What did you say?
I said, are all hearts and minds clear on this topic? Do you have anything else you want to say?
Did you ask anything about when the love family and the blood family don't get along or don't how can I say this? Well, like especially my mama, sometimes like as I was getting older, she'd be like, how you gonna spend Thanksgiving at their house? Or how you gonna be away from home for Christmas? And I'm like, Mama, I am not a little kid anymore. And she wasn't.
It's like dividing the time amongst the love family.
Yes. Making sure everybody's all right.
I guess because some of my love family that's here, their families don't necessarily live here. So when things are happening with my blood family, I can invite my love family because my blood family is all inclusive. They don't care who it is. They like, bring them on. Come on, we just got food. Just let us know how many you bringing. Like even with my mom's birthday, most of my love family came over to celebrate her birthday. So it was kind of like, it's just, if they're not here, I'm that person. I'm like, well, what you doing for Christmas? If you don't have nobody here, I don't want you to stay for Christmas by yourself. I don't want you to eat Thanksgiving by yourself. Come on over. Now, COVID done changed some things, but pre-COVID. Today I said, and all my children friends call me mom, so they are my love family as well. Oh, yeah, my house. I got called the hub mom at one point, because all their little friends wanted to come to my house, and they thought they were just gonna hang out and play games, and I was gonna feed them.
See, that's how my mom. They call it like the mother of the block or the house on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Mama was, and she said she pretty much got it from her grandmother or her great grandmother. I can't remember if it was her grandmother or her great grandmother, but she was like, she literally had like probably like I guess you could call it a boarding house where people would live in her different rooms. That's just not what it was considered back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mother said, because my mother also likes to feed, she'll feed anybody, and that's friend, family, foe. Because she said one time this strange man came to her grandmother's door and asked for some food, and she was like, you know, you don't even know him. Why you give him something to eat? You know, and she was like, because that could have been God. You know what I'm saying? You can't just turn anybody around because you don't know who you're turning away.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you throw food away. So, which in most Black families, they don't know how to cook light. They cook heavy. So,
and then be talking about, y'all fix a place. Don't leave all this food
don't
with
leave some leftovers.
I'm laughing because my mama was totally opposite. She didn't give a fuck about no damn body. And when I was coming up, she barely let me come off the porch sometime. So
Really?
I'm about to let nobody come in. Look, my two homies could barely come over sometime. It took a while for that to happen. Oh, gang bang. Love you, Mom. She's the gang bang. Still be gang bang.
Tanika said that's how my mom's and aunt house was as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephanie said, I have 6 kids, so my house was full almost every weekend with friends and young cousins. I am so glad they are all older now.
Right on.
Yes. Out of here.
She's like, no more of that.
Mine is at his friend's apartment right now. I'm like, you see your friend's apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Friend's apartment.
Girl, whatever.
Melinda, countdown, baby. Count down.
For those that are watching that don't know, Keely is my best friend / sister. Little big sister, because she thinks she's older than me and can tell me what to do. But the reason I'm saying girl is because she claimed it's a countdown for her kids to be out of her humble abode. And it's not. She's not getting ready. Whatever.
Moving day is coming.
Don't believe
and
it.
I already told him I'm not taking mess with me. And it's a mess in some of these parts of my house right now. And I'm in an apartment. So I ain't taking the shit to my house when I move.
Don't believe her.
F.K.T.
You ain't got
Hey,
FDK.
She is so not like that.
FDB, FDK, FD
whatever.
Them kids, them boys, them ninjas, whatever you want to say.
So what would you do if somebody in the blood family wanted to get with somebody in the love family?
I would have an issue with that.
They grown. If they grown, they ain't gonna do that.
It depends.
They related.
See, that's a slippery slope, and I think I would be more protective of the women in my family, in my blood family, as opposed to the male members. And I don't want to sound chauvinistic. It's more so just a protective thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if like a woman in my blood family wanted to get with somebody in my love family, I gang bang.
What somebody done said, because Keely is cracking up.
She's like, nope.
She said no.
Everhard, come on, man. No way. Yeah, I'd be more protective of the ladies in my family. So
well, see, my thing is people who are in my love family, they good people. So the only thing that I might have to warn them about is the people in my family, because some of them ninjas ain't worth nothing. And I'll forewarn you, and you do what you want to do.
I don't care how good they is. I ain't going.
Stephanie said laughing my ass off. So
I ain't going.
Now for me, it depends upon who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like Keely was saying. But it's also a mixture of what you said, Floyd, being protective of the women.
Right.
For instance, but it don't matter if it's blood or love, I guess is what I'm saying. So for instance, my brother, when he was before he was had settled down, and my friends from my love family would be like, I'll be like, look, I'm telling you right now, I don't have nothing to do with what happened if you try to mess with my brother. So if you can put a disclaimer on it and remove yourself from the situation, then yeah, you are adults and hey, that's on you. But don't stay out there and forewarn you.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be like, girl, and my whole face, girl.
But then one time I brought my love brother, who ironically is born the same day as my blood brother and is 2 years his junior. They were so much alike. I immediately started calling him my brother shortly after I met him at Howard. He came home with me and he was trying to get with every female walking. And I would tell them, now y'all met, I'd be like, he like a little Kendall. You mess with him if you want to. And he would be like, sis, why you cock blocking? I'm like, cuz you're not getting ready to come here and do that. And I got to deal with the residuals. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends about the people and who try to get involved with who.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be like, listen, I know that's my cousin. I love you to death. Yes. I'm telling you now, that ninja ain't about nothing. He gonna get your draws and gonna leave you. He done did it to plenty of females and I done seen it. If you want to keep going there, you can, but don't come back to me.
Yes.
But I think
like I just told you, he did you.
Right.
But I think too, like it depends on what type of relationship, because a lot of my blood family and love family relationships is like family. So the we wouldn't even fathom that route.
It's like almost incestuous.
Yeah, like we wouldn't even fathom going that route because it's like, no, that's my little sister, that's my brother. Like it's not even a thought like that. So.
Now, what it sounds like to me, like in you and Keely's situation, a lot of y'all blood and love families are in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
And see, for me, that wasn't the case. So they weren't like family. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my love family is mainly in Indiana. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, my blood family is mainly in Indiana. My love family came from other states. So people on both sides would be like, oh, we ain't really family. Okay, that's true, but I need you to know because I'm not dealing with that.
Stephanie said, not my monkey, not my circus.
I see.
Lele just yeah. No, none of that. But, you know, it is what it is. Do what you feel. Ha. Mm-hmm. I can't stop you. Because, I mean, my thing is I'll forewarn you if you say something, you do what you want to do. Because some people are just going to sneak. They'll tell you, but they still going to sneak and do what they want to do if they want to do it.
That definitely happened. That definitely happened.
And don't say, I didn't forewarn you. If you gave it up behind closed doors, you do what you do. And keep all that hurt that you're going to have when they do what they said you was going to do behind your closed doors. Okay, so anybody else? No? Yes, no, maybe? Well, wait. Most of my love family just claim my family as their family. And then you got to worry about all that extras. Because
that happens with some of them.
Trying to create me a little person love family.
Can somebody please find Floyd a little person that would like to date him because he needs that in his life or something.
Please, for the love of God.
I want to date.
Huh? You just want to go out on a date?
Hell, he doesn't want to date.
Oh, well, what you want to do?
He wants a meet and greet. A hit and quit.
He want to be in a bubble ship. Stephanie said, I've learned not to forewarn because I have seen some men who have dogged out women turn a leaf with the next one.
I don't want to be. What's that song?
She said, "You want a love family?
You want a love family?
He wants a little love family.
A little love family.
Like little people.
Little people. You can't say midget no more. That's racist.
Lele said me.
You want little people?
She want to be your little person.
Are we gonna have a love connection?
Yeah.
Is they? I can't breathe. Oh my God.
I know that's right. Shoot your shot.
Yes. Trying to get on the ship, baby. On the ship. The love ship, baby. Well, whether you call them sis. Wait. There you go.
Yes, you want to be Floyd little person. Just so we clear. Just so we are clear.
Y'all is really wilding out tonight, huh?
She said, "You are hilarious. I need to tune in more often." Yes, you do.
Come back and bring people with you so we can have plenty of comments. We got love connections going on tonight.
The love boat.
Yes.
Soon we'll be making another run. Oh boy. She said midget, whatever.
Whatever you need to call her. She fit the bill.
She said, whatever. Call me whatever.
Quite the precarious predicament.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Right on. Eberhard.
We love your.
Oh, she said, asking you should ever see Floyd.
Yes. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. He may not be there where you want him, but he's always on time. Come on.
Woo. Won't he will.
Woo. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
What you praising Jesus for?
Thank you for answering right on time. Right on time. Right on time.
I feel like I'm in church. I got a fan.
Let the church say amen.
Enjoying yourselves at my expense.
Oh.
Tune in to next week's show. I will not be on this motherfucker.
You will.
Gonna talk about.
Oh God.
She said, she's gonna mess with you, Floyd.
You know, my God. I'm just not used to all of this tomfoolery.
Oh, you're used to being the one with the tomfoolery, but now that it's aimed at
foolish
you
about what's going on right now. No foolishness at all. Just know that he's on time.
Should have put up Pastor Player voice on you.
What happened?
I said she put up Pastor Player voice on you. Just knew.
Right. Yeah, you heard her voice.
She said, don't act like that now. Don't act like that now.
Ooh.
Y'all is really
oh my God.
Comments.
Yes. You got all of that smoke tonight. You asked for it and you got it. You keep asking and you just like, it's like that meme. Hey, Mr. Taylor. You ain't gonna get fucked.
Okay. I can't no more.
Tanika said, y'all
God for this lemon lime water that I'm drinking tonight.
Out of your GoddeSShip mug. Yes. Okay. Lean it back. So, whether you call them sis, bro, aunt, or uncle, or they got the title by blood or love family, they will get up for you at any o'clock and pick you up, have you over for dinner and drinks just to hang out, visit with you when you are sick, and care for you when you need it. They offer love and support of your dreams and your aspirations. Nothing is too much if they can help. So at the end of the day, family is what you are born into, or it can be friends that you have chosen for yourself to be your family. So it's time for I love you, but we still need your suggestions. And they need to be sent to the FACKTgoddess. And that is F.A.C.K.T. goddess at gmail.com. And it will be in the description below.
Yeah.
Take it away.
I actually don't have one. But I thought that your definition of love, family, and blood family was a good I love you, bud.
Mm-hmm. So go on and do your little piece at the end. So for the what?
For the love of God,
Pimp God.
just ask and you shall receive, like Floyd did tonight. He might not be on your time, but he's right on time.
Huh.
So even if you just want a little person in your life, don't lose faith. Concentrate on love, love, love.
Must be love. Okay, that concludes our show for the evening. Thank you all for joining us as we do our best to give you the content you deserve. Feel free to keep the conversation going below in the comments. We do look forward to them, reading them. Thank you to everyone who participated in the comments tonight. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Y'all did great.
Yes.
Bring somebody.
First time she ever gave somebody some props on comments. That's how you know it's some bullshit. Thank you, Stephanie Everhard. Thank you very much.
All right. So again, thank you for watching. If you have not, make sure to thumbs up the video, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, subscribe, and click the notification bell.
Don't just click it. Bang it.
Bang it. And see you next week on GoddeSShips, because every ship matters.
All ships are not the same.
And life is built and lived, and little persons are found on ships.
Next week's episode, Pimp Ship.
Good night. And Mimi got her camera time.
Oh, I had to put my little shawty on.